We are all getting older and we are all getting slower. I want to share with you a few tips on how to make this off-season an opportunity for you to get some more club speed with not only an iron and a driver. The first thing I want you to do is go ahead and either wash your golf grip with soap and water, or go spend a few dollars, a few pounds on a new grip on the golf club that you are going to practice creating more speed with. And the reason why this is so important is because we need to have as oily a swing and lever system down at strike to create as much speed as possible. And when I mean oily lever system down at the bottom, I need to be able to have as light a grip down at strike. To have that and not allow the club to fire itself into the net here or down the range, I need a good golf grip on the golf club and I need a fresh glove. Doesn't necessarily have to be a fresh glove, but it needs to be a glove that's reasonably new. Because your purchase and the grip on the golf club is huge to giving you the opportunity to keep hold of the club down through strike whilst feeling like allowing the grip pressure to be super light is not going to sacrifice your control. So that's the top of the pile. On the screen here, I've got club speed up and carry, two boxes that are new. As I say, I only ever, when I'm coaching, have these four from the left: attack angle, club path, face angle, and face the path. I put the club speed up purely for a reference point as we start to up the swing. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hit my stock 6-iron swing. So that's fairly stock. I'm not warmed up. Well, should I say I've hit half a dozen shots already this morning. So as an 80%er, a golf swing that allows me to feel like I can keep all of my faculties in place, I'm around the 87 to 90 miles an hour. That's a decent club head speed. The ball's got a crack in it. That's a decent speed and gives me a carry of around 180, 185 with a 6-iron. Now, how can I improve that? Now, this video should come with a slight health warning, because a few people have asked me over the years, what do you think about these speed systems? I think that if you are loading your muscular skeletal system with more energy and you're swinging a implement around, the stresses on your body are going to be greater. There's no doubt about that. Now, if you are creating faulty movement, that increased speed gives you the chance to get injured. So do proceed with caution when it comes to opening yourself up to more speed. The first thing that we recognize in all of the great golf swings out there that have stood the test of time is the length in which they swing the golf club back. That was an absolutely shocking strike. The length that they swing the golf club back has always been a huge dictator of how much speed a golfer will create at the bottom. So I make my golf swing a little bit longer, but without putting in too much more effort, you can see all of a sudden I've jumped up from an 85, 87 to an 89. And you could see on the camera there that my golf swing was a little shorter. So after you've given yourself a nice scrub with the grip, perhaps a new golf glove, well, the first thing that you want to do is really start to try to encourage more wrist set. I mean, I'm 47 years old. I have had a short backswing for the last 10 years. I've worked on that. I think as I'm getting older, I'm starting to lean myself towards, I need to start to lengthen this out again. I've always been someone that likes a short backswing, something that feels nice and taut and tight, makes me very straight, As you see in probably a lot of my demos, I hit it awfully straight. But I would say that as I'm starting to get older, I'm starting to lose a little bit of distance, and I've had a bit of a bad back, so I'm sort of still coming back from that. So I'm certainly someone that could do with a bit more speed. And so as I'm swinging the golf club back, the amount of set that I'm trying to feel, particularly through this range here, the amount that I'm trying to set the golf club towards my right shoulder. And if you're looking to just increase speed, the more you straighten your left arm, in most cases people reference the left arm as in right-hand golfers, that actually will hinder your ability to set the golf club and make the club longer. So I would say to you, if you're one of the guys that, like me, gets a little short, feeling your arms bend is actually a good way of making the swing longer. And again, it will start to bring a little bit more length and a little bit more speed. Now, what you're starting to see is my attack angle diminish. Because the more I'm setting the golf club, and I've talked about this for a long time, the more a golfer sets the club, as you swing the golf club down, you haven't got anywhere else to go but out. So as you're going back, what we need to feel is that there's still room to narrow the arc, because when you narrow the arc on the way down, you then start to keep the angle of attack. So I'm going to try to feel like I've got a long backswing, and then I'm still going to feel like I'm going to narrow the arc on the way down, which I felt like I did a bit more of there. So I should have a bit more downstrike. And so now I've jumped up to 91. Bit longer, softer arms, pulled in. Now to me, that feels John Daly-esque. And I'm pretty sure that it won't be. But of course, it's what it feels like to me. So understand that allowing the arms to be a bit more supple and a bit softer, making the club shaft go past you and almost at times see it come out your left eye, will give you the opportunity to make longer backswings. We then want to talk about, as I mentioned, the narrowing of the arc on the way down. So narrowing the arc on the way down is about feeling like the golf club can load. And I've talked about this a few times in my lag video, and how the club on the way down needs to be pulled. Again, I've talked about that extensively, how we pull the club. And when we do that, we allow the golf club to feel like it sets itself. So if I now add more of that on top of a long set and a long backswing, let's have a little look and see what's possible. So decent pull, decent length of backswing. Now I'm up to 92 miles an hour. Kept the 4 degrees of downstrike. Path and face to path were pretty decent. Now, all of this is built on a good grip. Whether you've watched some of my content or all of my content, you'll know how important that grip is, because at the moment, all I'm doing is I'm seeing this golf club as a weapon. If you're tired of paying too much for premium leather golf gloves, please go over and check out my channel sponsor, gxgolfgloves.com. Gloves that are trusted by elite golfers and tour players alike. A real quality golf club for much, much less than you'll be paying for your high street brands. Go check them out. Use my code GOODCOACHING for 10% off your next order. A weapon that I'm trying to swing fast. And when you see those training aids, they've got just the weight on the end without a club face. And the reason why they do that is because that takes your attention away from looking at a club face that's pointing straight. Because the minute a golf ball goes offline, whether it's a hook or a slice, we immediately sacrifice the way we move to make that ball go straight. And at that point, that then starts to weaken the efficiency of your golf swing, which will reduce the speed in your swing. So understand that protocol, that we will first try to get the golf ball going straight. We will sacrifice strike because of it, and we will sacrifice speed because of it. So by swinging an implement with no weight, no club head on the end, it will up your speed, but then when you come to the golf ball, you'll find it very difficult to apply those dynamics because your golf ball's going all over the place. That being said, when you are practicing like this, you are trying to up your speed, you have to be mindful that the golf ball is not going to go potentially where you want it to. You're just leaving yourself open to hitting it all over the place, and never more so, obviously, with the driver. So I'm going to go again. This time I'm going to go all out. I'm going to go, those were at 80% at that length of backswing. I'm going to go all out now. So I'm going to go long backswing, set, down at the bottom, super light grip so I can get the golf club swinging, and let's see what's possible. If I put my back out, it's going to be a turkey in bed. Let's see what's possible there. So 94 miles an hour, 94 and a half. Now this might be something that you might want to do as an actual training regime during the winter months to up your baseline swing speed. Going pretty straight, huh? Who knew a good grip could be that powerful? So the length of the backswing is something, and the load on the way down, and the light grip through strike is something that really allows us the opportunity to create that speed. Now, of course, look, this is not how I'd want to swing the golf club straight again, who knows? But hopefully you've understood that there's some 3 key ingredients there that will allow you to make more speed in your golf swing. Have a good grip, have a good glove, long backswing, down load, i.e. wrist cock on the way down, and then light grip through strike. It's exactly the same with the driver. You'll be able to up your speed, and if you sacrifice direction, go ahead, be my guest. But I'm pretty sure that those areas of change will really deliver some more speed this winter. Go steady out there, and thanks so much for supporting my channel. If you've enjoyed this, do consider subscribing, and I think you'll find that's good coaching.